Hi, everyone. We are trying to go live. So give me a minute to see if I'm actually, it might be working, connecting to, no, I'm trying to go live on Instagram at the same time. But you know what? I'm still not figuring this out. So let me just type my message in hello and welcome. Sorry for the delay and the distraction. Um, Trying to coordinate with all this, so we're going to do it differently today. So here we are, and I'm gonna, there's something that's not working here in terms of setting up, but that's okay. We're gonna do it mechanically. And all right, so I've got two. So good, here we go. We're going live with Instagram too. So here we are. Welcome to Coming into Being. And what is coming into being? Well, it's just a space for you to just come and chill and be and reorient, realign yourself because things get busy, life gets busy, and sometimes it's just we just need to take that time. So here we are providing you that time. So let's just sit back, relax, and chill, see where this takes us. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Let yourself kind of just hold it. Hold it for a while. Let yourself really feel holding that breath. That really has a way to just pull us into the moment. I'll be switching back and forth. So that's what my eyes are doing between my computer and my phone. But hold that breath. Feel yourself holding that breath and then release it out. Release it out with a sound. Just really exhale all that breath out until you get to the bottom of the breath. Your body will kick in automatically. Get the breath back in. And then come back into your regular breath. And let yourself, and if you need to close your eyes for a minute, just to sometimes to help just keep focusing that awareness into yourself, your body, breathing. Feel your chest expanding as that breath gets pulled into the lungs and then contracting back in. So let's stay with that for a little bit, just really focusing on your breath and becoming really aware of your breath and that breathing and that expansion of the and contraction of the chest as you're breathing. And if you want, you can exhale with a little breath, just kind of sound to just release a little bit more. And you might notice, as your mind slows down and you really start to just pay attention to your body and your breathing, that you will feel like it's more than just your body. There's this space around you breathing. And that's actually your spirit body around you that you're having a sense of. If you really slow your awareness down, or slow your mind down, sorry, slow yourself down and really become aware and really present in the moment, kind of reach a point where it just starts to feel like something is breathing you. And let yourself sink into that feeling. And even if you're watching this on the replay, that's fine. You're still, this is actually when we work in this space with frequency work, energy work, especially energy work that's long distance, it's not in person. Uh, we get into that timeless space that allows us to go much deeper within ourselves, within that connection with our spirit. So even if you're listening on the replay, this is not happening at a specific time. I mean, there's me talking at a specific time in at a specific place, in a specific moment. But this is happening above that. This is happening at a deeper level, at spirit level. So just allow yourself to come into that, relaxing back down out of your head and coming back into that breath if you've just pulled out. Letting yourself relax into being. Feel everything kind of relaxing down as you keep breathing. Everything just relaxing down. And as you relax more into your body, into your being, and just into the moment, into the present moment, just allowing yourself to shift just by that alone, shift your vibrational level, kind of lighten up your state of being. And when we shift our vibrational level, we raise it. Let's say, so here we're really, it's coming up a little bit. And it doesn't have to be very much. Not going to worry about how much or whatever. But hey, Raya, thanks for joining. I'm kind of like in two places at once. So good to see you on Instagram there. And uh, so we're not going to worry about numbers, but when we shift vibrationally, so we're going to focus on shifting up because that's what we're doing here. Everything that doesn't match that vibration, that cannot stand up to the new level, is just going to kind of fall away. So maybe you're noticing that. I certainly am seeing that happening, and it doesn't have to be a big shift, a big change, a big release, but there is a release going on, and that's good. So keep focusing on the breath. And relaxing it more into your physical body. And the more we connect with our physical being, because this is one of the reasons for doing that is because the physical is the most tangible aspect that we have of our being, and so it's the easiest thing, the quickest thing, especially for the human aspect, to connect to this physical piece, your body, your physical body here. So really connecting in and really pulling yourself into that. A lot of times what happens when we start working on the computer, talking or whatever, or thinking about something, what happens is it's like we start floating out of this space here that's our home, our physical location here, right? And so bringing your awareness back from, it's like pulling it back. It's like, all right, let's come back home here. Come back into center. So sometimes it might feel like, especially if you're sensitive energetically, it might feel like you're squeezing in. It's like you're pulling in really tight, and that's good. So that's just what's happening. Is you're just really, it's like calling back your awareness from wherever it's gone off to, coming into coming back home. Yeah, coming to where you ought to be. And sometimes we just get off track. So yeah, and just allow yourself to feel that relaxation. It's like there's a softness that starts pulling through. Notice any tight areas in your body, and just kind of notice. And you can even say, okay, let's just relax just for this moment. You can just kind of let everything go. It's like when you go to the spa, when you go into that hot tub, it's like, all right, let's just let everything go here. Yeah, very nice. We're just going to sit with this a little bit and really row that sense of being, that being. Keep focusing on your breath and just keep focusing on really being inside your body. And one of the things you can do is like, okay, skin, you want to be inside. Your skin is the outline, gives you that sense of that outline of your body, and allowing yourself to really come in, and you're looking out. So it's a little easier to do with your eyes closed, but with your eyes open, you can also do that. It's like coming into center here, as if you're inside your castle and you're looking out. There's this is the wall of the castle. And I'm just gonna kind of realign people a little bit here, just in kind of the general group here. What happens when we work in a group is that anybody who shows up, whether it's live or afterwards, will come into kind of this group coherence, and where there's like a similar there's a similar piece that's showing up for everybody. So this is just going to realign the group here. So that's going to be everybody in the group. Just shifting that. There we go. So bringing us all into a deeper level of coherence and alignment. So let's take a look at, I'm going to just check in to see a little more deeply in terms of looking at a particular point that keeps people from being in the present moment. Let's see what shows up today. So the one that's coming up today is worry. Worry is this mental pattern where you keep coming back to the same point. It's like you never kind of are able to get past that. So it's like your thought is always coming back to the same thing. It's almost kind of like this looping around, and you can't get off of that point. You know, it's like it never you never jump off, so to speak. And so that creates a non-resolution. And so the mind is always trying to find a resolution, but it keeps coming back to that same point. And so there's nothing happens in terms of resolving a resolution of some kind that will make this like, okay, we're done with that. We can move on to the next thing. So, all right, let's take a nice deep breath in, pulling fresh frequencies from the ground, from the earth. We didn't do grounding, but just kind of seeing the beginning, but just kind of seeing that just coming up as you're breathing in through your legs, through your whole body, filling you up. And then just releasing out with the breath. Yeah, this is a good one. And then just coming into, again, to your breath. And so into your chest, into your breathing into your chest. And let me focus in on this piece and shift that for everyone here. And just keep focusing on your breath while I work silently here. And for people who have a really strong worry pattern, that's been kind of a constant state, that might feel a bit disorienting. And so the thing that you want to do is to not let yourself kick back into that worry. Just if you notice that you're starting to worry again, what you want to do is just kind of distract yourself with, oh, like really taking a look, really kind of like taking a look at this cup and looking at the design on this cup and all the swirls, and even starting to, as just like I'm doing now, of like really looking at it and maybe tracing the design with your finger and talking to yourself as you're doing that, is not so that you don't get back engaged. And you can say, and just kind of saying to us like, okay, let's end this, enough of this pattern, let's end it here. Let's let's change this pattern, let's change this program so that I can come into deeper alignment with my spirit, my essence, and have, you can go on with that, but basically that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, so that's shifting through the whole system here. That's really good. Okay, let's take another nice deep breath in. Relax a little bit more deeply into just that state of being. And let's come into that, of course, the present moment, but just that kind of, I don't want to say joy, that's a little too, just that openness when we're really in the present and we're really just going with the flow and enjoying it. So let's just kind of breathe into that and bringing that in more deeply for everyone here. Yeah, there we have it. Yeah, very nice. A little bit more deeper relaxation there. Good. There's a little bit of a crystallization that's happening here. I'm just going to tune into that for a minute. It's kind of interesting. It's solidification that's happening to kind of bring to make that state of coherence hold better. It's sort of like gelling, it's like that jello setting, so same thing here. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's take another nice deep breath in, coming into that breath, feeling your state of being, kind of just where you're at right now. If your eyes have been closed, just kind of gently open your eyes and just look around and stay focused on how you're feeling. You're being present with yourself as you look around. So it kind of just starts to feel like there's a little distance between you and your environment without detaching from yourself. Yeah, that's the key. Yeah, very good. Okay, very nice, very quiet state. I need to raise my phone a little bit up higher here. There we go. So, okay, we made it onto Instagram. I still have to figure out the connection here. Something is not working in the restream setup that I have, or I'm not doing it properly. But anyways, if there's any questions, it's kind of a quiet group today, but if you have any questions, feel free to tap type it into the chat here. Um, Sunday, we have our Anchor Point gathering. If you're interested, you will have to send me an email at customer@unboundedandfree.com. And it's just kind of just a space to come together to kind of I do a little bit of frequency work on the group, and then just kind of coming together as we are all shifting into higher state. Those of us who are kind of more further on the road here than a lot of people are being kind of that guiding light. So that's to just kind of come together and give ourselves our little support around that and just to hang out together. So that's coming up on Sunday if you'd like to join. It's once a month. So uh, then we have next week, of course, coming into being, as always, same time, same place. And next month, because it's in October, uh, I think we're going to do a full moon celebration of the masculine and feminine, and the uniting of the pure masculine, pure feminine. We just spent 2 months in Pure Life Infusion series, really going very deep with those and clearing those out, even down to how they show up on the physiology, the level of this physiology. So they're not going way beyond our, usually when we say masculine and feminine, it immediately brings up man, woman, male, female. And the masculine and feminine are really forces in existence and going way beyond that. So, and this month we're working on the Pure Child in the Pure Life Infusion series. So, okay, well, I think we're done for the day. Everybody's just chilling out, so we'll call it a day. No questions. And oh, you're here. I made it. You just made it just now. We're about to end, sweetie. But hey, if you have a question, um, so yeah, good to see you. I guess that's just part of home life. I'll give you a minute before, yeah, see if there's anything that comes up that you're, and if you have any comments on the uh, Pure Life Infusions or Ply series, since you're doing that, how that's been for you so far. And let's see if anything else comes up to say. Really have faith in yourself. Okay, this is kind of coming through. Really have faith that your spirit is always there for you. The catch is that we have to learn to quiet quiet ourselves down and listen in more deeply, you know, and there's a lot out there that keeps us from really hearing our spirit and really being connected with the spirit and kind of just acting like these blankets, this covering that's between us and our spirit. There's a lot of conditioning, there's a lot of programming, and most everything, unfortunately, this is starting to change, but just generally speaking, most everything in existence tends to pull us away. And there's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of people are talking about that out there, you know, and there's a lot more that's coming to the forefront. Um, so part of this coming into being, I mean, it's like, okay, we're just relaxing, we're allowing ourselves to be, but this is what we need to do to really foster that connection to ourselves and connection to our spirits and finding that brilliance that we are, because that's what we come here for. Uh, we don't come here to survive. We don't come here to abuse and control or be abused and be controlled. We come here to be the most brilliant aspect of ourselves in physical form. That's the message I've been getting so much lately is that trust in myself, spirit peace. Very right on, and it was helpful to hear it again just now. So thanks. Yeah, you know, and it's good you're hearing that. Just that little reminder because we can just doubt ourselves so much um, and question ourselves, you know, because well, but so and so is saying it this way or saying that, and I feel like I need to go that way or do this, you know. So and so you can choose to do X, Y, you know, go in that direction, and maybe you're not hearing it correctly because it has to do with all that programming, all those layers that we have to like cut through to get that clarity. But in that process of choosing and going through the process of following ourselves and following what we feel is right for ourselves, that starts to guide us because it's like, okay, well, that didn't quite go there. It kind of a half worked, it half didn't work. Well, then start asking yourself, why? Let's see, where did it not go right? What happened with that? What, you know, and not necessarily looking for answers in your head and trying to figure it out mentally, but even just asking those questions will help to unfold that at a deeper level and open that connection even more. So that's the message for today. All right. Anything I need to notice between Alex and I that you're seeing? Okay, let's see. Um, I want to. What comes up is don't take it so personally. What's going on with him? Easier said than done, right? Um, yeah, because there's always that internal piece that we kind of all go through, that we all have, and that's in the background. This is so that so getting to self trust here, kind of stayed on topic. So there's this piece that this person's going through, and then they're going to put their stuff out there when we're interacting. And the more we cannot take it personally, the better off we are. And to just kind of really see, that's they're just having a hard time. They're just going through that. It's not about me. Um, so that's what's coming up to say. Let's see if there's anything else. I think some people. So I'll just keep a general comment, and I think you'll be able to figure it out. But some people do not show themselves very well. And some of us, there's some of us who it's like, what's that expression? Wear your heart on your sleeve. Really show through very much what's inside, and some people don't. So we have to take that into consideration. And sometimes, especially in relationships, is kind of, yeah, it can be kind of good to take that time and just kind of like remind ourselves. It's like, okay, what's below the surface? Asking ourselves what's below the surface. Does that make sense for you, Kayla? Have to wait for a moment for this to get through. Yes, totally, and I see how it relates. Okay, good. Yeah. All righty. Well, okay, let's call it a night. So thanks for joining, and thanks for joining on Instagram also. So I'm doing like two. Eventually I'll figure this out and get this coordinated. So it's just going through one. But thanks for stopping in, and next Wednesday, same time, same place. It's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I think it's 9 p.m. in uh, 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 Central European Time. Glad I caught you for a little bit. Thanks, Marianne. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shorter version these days, so glad you made it. All right, take care, everybody, and see you in the ethers and wherever